Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Falcon Gaming. We are still grinding ranked sprint, and it's been an interesting journey. In this replay, you will see two matches. One didn't go well, one went very well. So I had to renew my monthly World of Warships subscription, and usually I do a 3-month sub. This month I've only done a 1 month and 30-day renewal, and specifically around the fact that submarines are coming, and there was a time that torpedoes and destroyers absolutely ruined this game, and that's when I took quite a long break from it. As I'm zooming in, studying my teammates in this match, I see a Graf Spree that's being a cheapskate. He didn't even buy a camo. And I bought some doubloons, and I respect my Budoni captain to have IFHE instead of concealment. It's not helped very much. Much as I love the Budoni in this ranked sprint, it's not as good as ship. So far, between the Pensacola, the Dallas, the Budoni, Graf Spree, the Agile, and the War Sprite that I've played with, the Dallas has come out tops. Firing arcs are phenomenal with it, and it's pretty good. I've had my most wins with it. So team here agrees we have to do CB. Every time I've gone to A, I've been absolutely annihilated, so I decide, alright, well, let's go past B, see if we can spot something. If I spot a destroyer, I might pop Hydro, and one of our destroyers is already capping and start spotting, and yeah, alright, shells flying overhead, and I've had quite good expectations of this game. I was on a fairly good streak. It got past rank 5, which is irrevocable, then you go to rank 4. Rank 4 is not irrevocable, you can get bounced down. Spot a battleship there. Obviously he spotted me. I'm being hydroacoustic by either a destroyer. Yeah, it's gonna be a destroyer. I don't think and I start turning, and I notice there's damage being done to me, and this fucking Agile is blocking me, trying to smoke up. The destroyer just absolutely takes all of my, sorry, not the destroyer, the battleship takes all of my health, and I'm utterly fucked. And this moron and Agile then decides, hey, guess what, your corpse is a good thing, let me start reversing. And he's fucking reversing in front of our Dunkirk. Seriously, what? I actually got so angry during this match that I got up and I walked away from the machine. I was going to punch a very expensive mechanical keyboard in its chops. So went, got something to drink, waited for my Dallas to be released from the match. Lo and behold, we actually won that match. We actually won that match. I couldn't believe it when I got back and the team had won. You got morons like that, and excuse my French, but I was livid. How do you play that moronically? Seriously, you block me and then you reverse. You don't turn, you just decide to use me and reverse. Anyway, so asking this match, right, what's the plan? Everybody is agreeing on a plan, and obviously my plan, being in the Dallas, is just like you do in the Seattle and the Des Memes and everything else, is you find an island. You find an island and you hide behind the island. And that's what we were planning on doing in this match. So right. Usually, and I've had this map now once or twice also. The enemy team, they start down sort of 6 line, 6C, moving over to 5C, etc. And as predicted, they're going that way around. Personally, I usually go down the 8 line and keep the other side of this big rock to keep you out of firing distance from all the enemy ships. But not this lot. The enemy team in this match decides, No, we're just gonna all go here, and we are going to play Show My Battleships Broadside. Now, I got one ship aiming at me, but I was braking because I was going to hit an island, and I set the first fire. I took a few hits there, but it's nothing serious, and I'm taking pot shots at pretty much everything, and there's, just look at that, six ships to shoot at. Oh, look at what we have here, an island! So I've set fire on the War Sprite, I refocus him, he's moving forward, and yeah. Then there's sign up pops out, and I decide, well, I've already got fire damage rolling on the War Sprite. Let me see if I can get some fire damage on the sign up. Rear turret shells are hitting the top of this mountain. I need to move a little bit forward, a little bit more forward. I see they still hit. No CDs in the game. This is so good. Some of the previous matches I've had CDs. The CDs and a Dallas are an interesting, I think they were hitting me, but at the cost of 7 planes per attempt to strafe me with rockets or to torpedo me, so I wasn't their first choice. Alright, some hits on the sign up there, and our War Sprite is reversing, so I decided, well, I'll go a little bit forward. I see he's reversing, and quick way to say, and this is one of the things I learned very early in the game. If you're unsure of what a ship is doing, like that, look at the smoke from the smokestack. New players, if you run and you happen to see this footage, look at the smoke from the smokestack. If the smoke is upright, they're standing still. If it's slightly backwards, he's moving slow. If it's obviously the smoke is going quite flat, then it's going very fast. And as you can see there, his smoke is going over his bow, which means he is reversing. And he is going backwards, and therefore you need to aim at the back of the ship. New players, if you see this footage, take that tip. It took me a while to learn it, but it's a good one. Right, so I'm using this Fuso as a shelter, and there's 3 of our battleships here in total. I see that War Sprite is now completely retreated. Can't remember what that was. I think that was a Molotov. Oh, there's some torpedoes coming. We are going to avoid those torpedoes. My shells are not where they're supposed to be, but that's alright, and I'm going to just avoid scraping the paint of that battleship. And look at them all clustered together. Now, I'm a little bit in the open. I don't want to be in the open here. In the open, Dallas is bad. And again, look at that sign up. Look at his smokestacks. His smoke is going forward over his bow. That means he's doing full-on reversing. He's trying to bow tank our battleships, which isn't a bad tactic. But unfortunately, I have HE, and I have IFHE, and I have an American cruiser, which can shoot over little mountains and islands. So I am doing the standard thing that all American cruisers do, is I hide behind an island and I spam HE. Yeah, call me a scrub lord, whatever you want, I don't care. So, sign up. I'm trying desperately to get a fire on him. I think he's, and yes, I get a fire. He puts out the fire, and now immediately I want another fire. I want to try and get another fire on him. If he's not using a premium repair party, it's going to be 1.5 minutes, I think, that he can stay between repairs. If he is using, and yes, I get the fire. If he is using a premium repair party, he's got 60 seconds from doing the first one to this one. I'm trying to see he is using his health regeneration, but I don't think it's going to help him much. And as he starts moving, I see somebody's targeting me. It's time to move. Last H in the air, and yes, first blood. And okay, alright. There is a destroyer shooting at me. No idea why he hasn't launched torpedoes. Now he's trying to reverse in, and that will be a very, very bad mistake. And then he starts pushing forward. What were you doing? Right, so I get the kill there on the destroyer, and happiness is happiness is. Take some more damage there. Alright, so we control 2 of the caps, we've killed a destroyer, and we've killed a sign-up. By we, I mean the team. I did the final blows, but the team did it. I see the war sprite going for the island, and there is a, let's see, either an Arizona or a New Mexico going that way. And I got Alfuso and probably, yeah, one of our other battleships there. And he is obviously WASDing like crazy, because the last thing you want is the broadside of a Fuso punching holes in you. Play through the line, as you've seen. I'm at the Izumo, and it's an interesting line. The Izumo is difficult. But right now, I'm just trying to get to ranked sprint 1. I think he had 20,000 coal or something. Yeah, not that there's anything I want to spend it on, maybe the Alaska. But otherwise, yeah, I'm happy to spend, I'm just happy to grind it. And it's more for the achievement. To say, hey, I can do this. Right, so we've got 2 battleships. He's not aiming at me at all. And I'm just getting a little bit more damage with him. And there's a sneaky Dunkirk coming up on the left-hand side. Oh, we get a shot or 2 there. No, that's not a Dunkirk, my apologies. That is the Leander. The Dunkirk is even more to the left, behind this island. Booyah! 3rd kill of the match. Thank you. And there's the Dunkirk. And the Dunkirk is coming forward. There's torpedoes that the Leander launched. It was a brave but suicide run. I probably would have done the same if I was in his shoes. Oh, I gotta turn. Oh. Ouch. Apologies for the language, but that Dunkirk punched a really, really bad hole in me. I managed to set a fire on him though, so burn, baby, burn. Now, with the enemy battleship about to get exploded up there, everybody's going to focus on this Dunkirk. Now, this Dunkirk is looking at me going, there's a Dallas. Dallas are made of paper. And comes the volley, and I really expected to be dead here. Survive it, and I decided, you know what, I can put myself between him and that island. He's going to be on about a 30-second reload. Let me just get out of there. Last salvo going towards him, and get a couple of hits. 79,000 damage, 3 kills. Yeah, it's not a bad match at all. Not a bad match at all. That War Sprite, despite all odds, is still alive. And that's the beauty of the British battleships. With the correct captain and the correct skills, you burn that thing halfway down. And shame that Dunkirk gets exploded. We're at 998. And match 1. As I was saying about the British battleships, if you burn half of that thing down and it just comes back. Yes, rank 3, irrevocable. Hopefully a couple of good more matches and I'll be at rank 1. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me for these quick replays. I'll upload as the rank sprint goes and we'll speak soon. Cheers.